You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 13th of April, 2026. It is 24 days after the spring equinox. It is 69 days before the summer solstice. The sun rises today at 6:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:56 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:34 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:01 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:35 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 36 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 18% full at midday. The moon rises today at 4:22 a.m., and then it sets at 3:24 p.m. The new moon will arrive on Friday, the 17th of April. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 1:15 a.m., 21 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 7:31 a.m., 1 meter 34. In the afternoon, low tide, 1:41 p.m., 12 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 8:04 p.m., 1 meter 43. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware Watershed, Cannonsville, 101% full. Papacton, 100%. Neversink, 100%. Rondout, 94%. The Catskill Watershed, Schoharie, 101%. Ashokan, 97%. The Croton System, 100% full. In our shared realm of plants and animals, all at once dandelions have reappeared in the park, spangling the lawns with bright yellow flowers. The linden trees are also coming into leaf. If you look closely, you can see the emerging flower structures, but their bloom will happen only after the trees have fully leafed out. Lilacs are also coming into flower, which makes us think of Walt Whitman's poem in lament at the death of Abraham Lincoln. It opens with the lines, "When lilacs last in dooryard bloomed, and the great star early dropped in the western sky in the night, I mourned, and yet shall mourn with ever-returning spring." Commemorations. On this day in 1919, the Amritsar massacre took place in India under British rule. The city of Amritsar is sacred to the Sikhs, and the Baisakhi festival was taking place, attracting thousands of pilgrims. But the city had been placed under martial law due to local unrest. British Brigadier General Reginald Dyer, commanding British and Gurkha troops, descended on a public park thronged with people, trapping them. Almost 400 unarmed people were massacred, although the general was later removed from his post after a commission of inquiry. The massacre became a rallying cry for Indian independence. On this day in 1970, the mission Apollo 13 experienced a sudden explosion of one of its oxygen tanks. Apollo 13 was en route to the moon. Astronaut Jack Swigert radioed command control with the famous words, "Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here." With the help of Mission Control, the astronauts were able to round the moon and bring their stricken spaceship back to Earth. Today is the anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's birth in 1743. It is hard to imagine the foundation of our republic without Jefferson. An Enlightenment thinker, architect, and man of science, he penned the bulk of the Declaration of Independence. At the same time, we recognize that his fortune and his lavish estate at Monticello were only made possible by the forced labor of more than 600 enslaved people. Today we remember Edna Lewis, born this day in 1916 in Freetown in Orange County, Virginia. Her grandfather was an emancipated slave who had helped found that community. Lewis was one of the great cooks and cookbook writers of the last century, who helped popularize Southern and especially Southern black cooking in the United States. She found her way to New York City by the time she was in her 30s. In 1958, she opened Cafe Nicholson on 58th Street with Carl Bissinger, a photographer, and Johnny Nicholson, an antiques dealer. Her cooking, which blended French and Southern cuisine, soon attracted a wide clientele, including such regulars as Tennessee Williams, Paul Robeson, Truman Capote, and Richard Avedon. The second of her 4 cookbooks, The Taste of Country Cooking, published in 1976, included stories of her childhood home as well as recipes. It was part memoir, part cookbook. She was also a champion of using fresh seasonal ingredients long before that was fashionable. The New York Times food critic Craig Claiborne wrote that The Taste of Country Cooking may well be the most entertaining regional cookbook in America. Remember Edna Lewis today. And that is the Observatory, Monday the 13th of April, 2026.